Today is do a quick review of logs that we did right before school closed. These should be a few questions that you guys can handle. So what I'm going to do is the title for today, so you'd get your notebooks out for me. This is kind of like our first kind of note situation here. If you could get your notebooks out for me, put in the title of quick log review. And then what I would like you to do after you write down the title, a quick log review. So I want you guys to solve for x. And these are the questions I would like you to do. So if you could, pause me, try these four, and then turn the video back on, and we'll see how you did. Okay, so I'm hoping you pause the video and you try these on your own. I'm going to do them now, and let's see if you got them right. So the first one there, big thing to keep in mind with the logs, you guys remember log base BN equals E, right? And that makes Ben, B, E equals N, right? So this guy and this guy can switch back and forth. So that's how we're going to do these. So in number one, that's my base, that's my exponent. So you should have done 5 to the first equals x. So the answer to this question is x equals 5. All right, let's try number two. Same deal. I'm going to do base exponent equals number. All right, so what I need to know now is what the heck is x? Well, we got to get that x alone. We have to figure out what x can be. So what I'm going to do is, there's two ways actually, I'm going to do both. Square both sides, right? And this would make x equals 16, right? So that's one way of doing it. And the reason why I'm squaring both sides is because we always raise it to the reciprocal exponent. Now another way of thinking about it is you could have said, okay, x to the 1/2 means radical x equals 4, right? A radical equation. And then you could square both sides and you get the exact same answer, x equals 16. All right, number 3. So I'm going to rewrite it. 25 to the base, the exponent is -1/2 equals x. All right, this is flower power, right? That's the power. That's the root. Okay. So this means what's the square root of 25? Now, you're thinking 5, right? So the 1/2 power, just like over here, meant square root. So the square root of 25 is 5. And what does a negative exponent mean? A negative exponent means take the 5 and flip it over. So you're all set. That's the answer for that one. And finally, number 4 here, I'm going to rewrite it one more time. Base exponent equals number. Now, you might just know this one. What number, when you cube it, makes an 8? That answer is 2, right? Or just like we did up here in number 2, where we raise it to the the reciprocal power, the 1/2 rate, we raise it to a squared. Down here, the exponent is 3. Well, what's the reciprocal of 3? That would be 1/3. And then you end up with x equals, that's the cubed root of 8, right? Now, if you don't know it, that's going to be 2. Right? But if you don't know it, you take your calculator, right? And then we do math. Scroll down to number 4, which is the cube root. There's a glare there. I'm going to put an 8 and a 2 pops up. Now, please remember, guys, if you don't have your own graphing calculator at home, I did put on Google Classroom a link. Texas Instruments is offering free versions of this to put on a laptop or a PC. Or there's lots of free apps down there. If you just put in TI-84 Plus app into your iPhone, a lot of them are there, so you have options. Okay, now what I'd like you to do, same thing here, is this time I want you to evaluate. So except for number 6 here, I'll put a little star next to that. You may not know how to do that one. But other than number 6, you should be able to do these. So what I'd like you to do, actually let me zoom up a little bit so you can see all of them a little bit better. Give these a shot, evaluate these, just like you did the last time. So pause me, give these a try, and then when you're done, turn me back on. Okay, so I'm hoping you turn me off, and what we're going to do is solve this. So I want to know what this is equal to, right? Now, if I don't know what it's equal to, I could rewrite the question like this. Instead of equal to x, right? And this becomes 6 to the x equals 36. And what would I raise 6 to make 36? Well, the answer is 2. So that's the answer to that question. Now, another way you could do it, go to your calculator, hit the math button, right? If you scroll up, you see it says log base, choose that, and then you could put 6 and then 36 in, and it spits out the answer of 2. That's another way of doing it. Okay, next one. Natural log E. All right, now, here's the deal. Natural log is the same thing as this, but it's a special one we give anytime we use the special base E. He's actually a number, and he's such a special number, he gets his own log. Now, what's interesting about this is you notice there's no little baby number. Well, anytime you see natural log, that means the little baby number is going to be E. So that means we have natural log E equals x. We don't know what it is. So this becomes e to the x equals E. And what would you raise anything to get the same thing back? Hope you're thinking 1. So this answer is 1. Now, calculators can do these too. Right next to the number 4 is the natural log. So I'm going to hit that. And then there's also an E button. Right? There are actually 2 of them. One of the E's is above the division sign in blue. So if you hit second division sign, a 1 pops up. And you're all set. Let's take a look at number 7 here. So this is the same thing as saying log radical 3, 1 equals we don't know. So we're going to do radical 3 to the x equals 1. Now, what exponent, if you give it to any base, makes every answer equal to 1? That answer is 0. So that's the answer to number 7. All right, 2 more. So we do the same thing here. Log 2719 equals x. We do 27 to the x equals 1/9. All right, now this is where we have to use an older topic that we did called exponential equations. You have to think, what number do both 27 and 1/9 come from? They both come from the number 3. So I'm going to change 27 into 3 cubed. Now, 1/9 is the same thing as 9, but flipped over. So what exponent makes 3 turn into a 9? 2. But because it's flipped over, I have to make it a -2. Right? So now I'm going to rewrite this. This is 3 to the 3x equals the 3 to the -2. And now, since the bases are the same, I only have to work with the exponents, so 3x equals -2. I'm going to divide both of them by 3. Right? So I get x equals -2/3. So that is the answer to this evaluate question, -2/3. And finally, the last one. Now, log. Notice there's no little base. And that means if they don't write one, that means there's actually a 10 there. So that means this is log base 10, 1/100 equals x. So 10 to what power makes 1/100? Right? Well, again, 10 to what power makes 100? You're thinking 2, right? But the fact that it's a fraction means it's at -2. So now since the bases are the same, we work with the exponents. So we have x equals -2. We're done. All right. So this is something we did do before break. You guys had a quiz on it. A lot of you did very well. All of the grades are posted on Parent Portal, including the grades for all these little assignments you guys are doing. Now, I'm not correcting you for right or wrong. I am correcting you for effort. So you should look on there. If you've done the assignment, you should see points in there. But what I want you guys to do now for homework tonight is there's an assignment with 9 of these that you can enter your answers into the link. And I'm getting you warmed up with exponents now. Sorry, not with exponents, with logs, because I'm going to keep moving on in the log unit. I'm going to actually on Thursday give you the lesson that you would have had if we had kept going to school. All right, so give this a try tonight.